Welcome to a new research task using correlation analysis. We're going to use the database Statewide School District Data, and we're going to demonstrate how to use SPSS to answer the following research question. Is there a significant relationship between the free reduced lunch percentages and the percentage of student scoring at the exceeding level in math? Those two variables are math exceed, see it here, and FRL represents free. FRL represents free reduced lunch. There we go. So we have a few steps in this process. So the first thing we're going to do is assume really that the assumptions for performing, in step A, we're going to assume all assumptions for performing a correlation test are met. Now, what those assumptions are basically is that we looked at the variable view, both variables, FRL and math exceed, are continuous variables. Then we can go to the data view and we can test for normality. And the way we test for normality, we can go to analyze, descriptive statistics. I don't know why I can't talk. Descriptive statistics, frequencies. Then we can pull those two variables over. There's one, and here is the other one. And then we can go to charts, and we can select histogram. We can show that normal curve, press continue, press OK. And there we can see our population of 235. We can look at some of the statistics for FRL and math exceed. But we can really go down and look at the two histograms for the normal distribution here for FRL, the free lunch and free and reduced lunch, and for math exceeds, that they both have a normal distribution. As we look at the normality, we can go through and hit analyze, descriptive statistics, and explore. It's a little bit different. Bring over FRL, and we can bring over our other variable, math exceed, and then look at plots. Here we want the histogram, normal plots with test, press continue, press OK. And this is where it gets interesting in that, well, we have a mean average of 65.60 for the free and reduced lunch. And then for math exceed mean, it is 14.65%. However, the test of normalities are very different. At least I shouldn't say the distribution p-values of less than 0.001 for the free lunch and 0.002 for math exceeds. The distribution of both of the free and reduced lunch percentages and the percentage of students scoring at the exceed level in math significantly deviate from normality. However, what's saving us is the population size. So that helps us to go ahead and continue. And that means that we can go ahead and check for linearity is our next one. So if we go down, looking at the normality plot, we can see that both FRL, and if we go down to math exceeds, they both have a tight upward positive straight line pattern. So the test for normality does pass. We can proceed. So the next thing So next, what we want to do, step B, is perform the correlation test in SBS itself. So we'll go to Analyze and Correlate Bivariate, and we will add our variables. And then we want the Pearson test, that's already checked. And I think that is everything. We can just click OK. And there we have our results for that, our correlation. Now, to interpret the results for the correlation, when we look at the free reduced lunch, the Pearson correlation shows a negative 0.696, and the math exceeds shows a negative 6.96. And we can see that it also shows that the Pearson correlation indicates a statistically significant negative relationship. We can see it down here too. A negative correlation of a negative 0.696 with a significance of p less than 0.001 indicates that higher values, again, a negative correlation R equals a negative 0.696 indicates that higher values of FRL are associated with lower values of math exceeds. Now, the second part of this is it meaningful? Yes, the correlation strength is strong, meaning as one variable increases, the other one decreases. And the other meaningful information out of this is why. Because this means that as poverty increases in a district, math scores tend to decrease substantially. So the real world implications, this suggests that math interventions are necessary for these districts. And that concludes my analysis, and thank you.